Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development 2015-2025, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 78 years of independence, and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030, and Viksit Bharat at 2047. As part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing. As part of World Suicide Prevention Month, we are organizing international seminar and also suicide prevention awareness program on various days in this month. So recently we had organized on 10th September and 11th September, and today on 14th September, we are having session, and another last session in this month would be on 28th September 2025. So we request all the enthusiasts, learners to register, as we have already shared the registration form, and make use of these sessions to prevent suicides, as this is preventable disease where we all can put efforts to prevent to the extent of 100%. So this is in our hands. Now we all can contribute to the prevention. So it's our responsibility to save our fellow human beings through various ways and means, which we'll be looking at in the coming presentations. So without taking much time, let's take the blessings of Almighty, and we welcome you all to the international seminar on suicide prevention, health, well-being, and sustainable development.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's sessions. So today, as many have requested for the session of Dr. Sri Krishna again and other sessions, so we will take up session by eminent speakers. In the meanwhile, we have Mr. Pradeep, who will be addressing the gathering on suicide. He is, in brief, volunteer at Sri Holistic Health Foundation India. He is an advisor and contributing to animal welfare as an animal rights activist, animal welfare activist since almost a decade, from past 10 years. And he is also financial advisor and consultant. He is compassionate, human soul who is always looking for opportunities to serve the voiceless, which are animals, which are essential as part of One Health paradigm. No, it is our nature and environment that we can protect, and it is our duty to protect and not neglect, abuse, exploit them, and we can find solace, peace, harmony with nature, with environment, with living and non-living beings around us. So in this context, our resource person for this session, Mr. Pradeep, would focus on how to find meaning of life, purpose of life, and also how to find love, compassion, empathy, how to rejoice ourselves through animal welfare. We all have pets as family members since time immemorial. We have seen, especially those who are from India, even before any religion as such, they have been forerunners, Vishwa Gurus for the entire world. Since then, even before we exist, cows has been part as our gods and goddess, and since that lineage, since that age, even after human beings emerged on this planet, since then have been the greatest symbol for life, compassion, empathy, prosperity, where we can find the purpose of life, embrace our purpose of life and what we can give back. Every person, it's my own experience I am sharing with you with 100% confidence. Just spend some time with a cow, then you will understand the purpose of life, meaning of life. Nowadays, as religions have come and cow has been politicized, but it is the symbol of prosperity. Now cows are being killed everywhere. That's why people are suffering like anything. Because where we destroy the peace of others, where we destroy health and well-being of others, we can never be in peace, harmony, and our health and well-being cannot be assured or guaranteed as such. Because even before humans existed, we all know, right? Even before we existed, Earth has survived. Planet Earth has been surviving since 8.4 millions and billions of years. But with the emergence of modern science, just not even 300 years. And if we can just turn it, the entire life cycle, into a percentage, just imagine the Sanatana Dharma has protected the planet. I'm not talking about any religion here. Sanatana Dharma is not a religion. Religions came after, that was created by human beings for their own hidden agendas, for their own purposes. Religions are purely created for their definite purpose, for their hidden agendas, to divide people. But even before religion came, Sanatana Dharma was existing. Some things have to be accepted, no matter which religion you are born into, which religion or belief system you are into. We cannot deny our history, we cannot deny our roots as such, no matter whether you accept or not. Because if you don't accept it, you will be in a constant conflict with that, and entire life you will be struggling with that non-acceptance of truth. And that will be a great burden, a source of pain, agony, conflict for your entire life. So whatever was there before you, before your existence, we have to accept as it is. Because it is, we cannot do nothing. Can we do anything about it? No. That's the past, the history that has to be accepted. Then only we can learn from it and move ahead from the lessons learned from it. Today we see a lot of historians, so-called historians, so-called scientists are rewriting history with their own interpretations. Now what we learn, history is for us to learn about the past, not to rewrite the past. Now people have, with their own perspectives, with their own agendas, driven by political, religious, caste, creed-based discrimination. Everyone is rewriting history in their own terms. That creates a huge confusion with the propagandas, misinformation, disinformation, and ill information. False information spread across the world. That causes a lot of stress among people. We are human beings, and universal rights, human rights, are same for everyone. We all have equal rights. We all need to enjoy those rights, and we all are equally responsible for enjoying our rights, and also create an environment where everyone can equally enjoy their rights. So it is the collaboration, not competition, between among us. It is the compassion, empathy that should drive us, not the ones which are created to create a divide among us in the name of religion, in the name of caste, in the name of community, in the name of any such thing. In spite of having so many degrees, in spite of having so many educational institutions across the world, today we are fighting against each other on the name of religion, in the name of caste, in the name of community, in the name of gender, in the name of nation. What does that mean? The modern education has failed to educate the masses. In spite of being literates, they remain uneducated. They remain illiterate, and they are not able to grasp the value, essence of education that has been imparted. Because the very essence of value education, the very essence of compassion, empathy has been lacking in the modern day education. As we know that every discipline is focused on particular discipline specific courses that are not intended for the life education, life skills. That is where people nowadays, though they have degrees, doctorates, still they can't be a good human being. They need to be trained. In spite of having postdoctorals also, people are not educated. They might be any professional, including me and everyone here. Everyone in the planet are not educated to that extent that we are not able to understand the purpose of life to the fullest extent. We all understand to a certain extent. First of all, we need to accept that. The first point of conflict, the first point of stress comes from not understand, the inability or the denial of understanding of the facts, acceptance of the past, so that we don't learn from the past. We don't read our ancient scriptures. Irrespective of your religion, religions are born recent years. All are 3,000 years old, 2,000 years old. But there are ancient scriptures, Indian systems. Don't look at ancient scriptures as religious scriptures. They are not at all religious. In fact, they are the source of abundant knowledge. Read Vedas, read Upanishads. Don't look at it as a Hindu literature. Don't look at it as any other. Just read it as a source of knowledge. If you think that it has some religious aspect, keep it aside if you are not interested. Like we study, you don't grasp everything from your course, right? Whatever is interested for exam point of view, you learn that, and whatever is your more interest, that you take it up further for your PG, PhD, research work, right? In similar way, you cannot deny the knowledge. You cannot pay the price of being ignorant. You cannot pay the price of being lazy, lethargic, and you cannot blame others. It is your own responsibility. That's why today everywhere there is unrest, everywhere there is peace, everywhere there is conflict, everywhere there is war. Why this is happening? The so-called peaceful religions are not able to maintain peace. The so-called peaceful religions are always in conflict. Why? Because they have hidden agendas. We need to understand, irrespective of any religion. I am not supporting, I am not against any religion, but religion has failed to promote peace. The world's largest religions, which have, as per the population statistics, we see the highest religion or the highest population that follows the religion is first one is Christianity. So the so-called Christianity as such has completely failed to keep the entire world in peace. Why there are wars? The religion should address this issue. I'm not saying a religion is good or bad. All the religions are created to promote unity, harmony. But people who are driving these religions have gone crazy enough to destroy themselves and others. They are creating barriers between human beings, barriers between nations. We have to be more conscious about that. We should not criticize any religion as such, and we should not follow any religion blindly as such. There should be always a questioning whether what I am doing is right or wrong, because that is going to create a stress for you. Why we are talking about is why we are coming to such a situation where we are taking our lives. Why we are coming to a situation where we are taking others' lives? Because we don't understand the purpose of our life. We don't understand the meaning of our life. Our role of coming into this world is not to take others' life, is not to abuse others, is not to exploit others. We all have come to this world for a meaningful purpose. We have a goal to be achieved. We have a purpose to be served. When we understand that, we are here to be dependent on the nature. We are here, we are dependent on the environment, and we are not supposed to destroy the environment. We are not supposed to be in conflict with the nature, environment, and fellow beings. We are not here to create wars. We are not here to create unrest. We are not here to create conflicts. We are not here on this planet. Here in the sense not here. Here in the sense on the planet. In the country, wherever you are here on this planet to spread love, to spread compassion, to spread empathy, to spread peace, to spread harmony through cooperation and collaboration. We are not here to spread propaganda. We are not here to spread hatred among each other in the name of caste, in the name of creed, in the name of religion, in the name of nationality, in the name of color, in the name of gender. No, that is not our purpose of life. That is not the meaning of life. But why we are doing? Because of our ignorance, because of lack of knowledge, because of hidden agendas. We see the so-called peaceful religions. Again, I am time and again saying I am not against any religion. But because we have a huge population, the world's top 3 populations are, when we take the followers of any religion, because every religion has an objective to maintain peace, harmony. But these religions have completely failed. The topmost followers is Christianity. So it has failed to maintain peace, harmony, always in conflicts. You can see where it originated, that is always in conflicts. And across the world, we only have, almost every country is either Islamic country or Christian country. Most of the population has official religion or unofficial religion. There is no country, secular country as such. And even India, which has been Hindu country, has never set Hinduism as official, because many religions, that's why today in India, many religions have taken birth and it spread across the world. So because India as such, Hinduism as a religion emerged later because of people want to create another religion. So they termed it as Hindu religion. Otherwise, there is nothing like Hindu religion or Hinduism. We all are one family. That's why Sanatana Dharma says we are all Vasudaivaka Kutumbakam. We are all family. We all belong to one family. So we all are related. So how, when we are one family, how we can go against each other? How we can spread hatred among ourselves, right? So that's where all these religions came, to divide people. Now you are something X, you are something Y, so let's fight among each other in the name of religion. This way religions were created to create discrimination. They were never created to bring peace or harmony on this planet. We need to understand certain facts. I'm time and again reiterating that I am not against any religion, I am not in favor of any religion. But today, whatever is happening, our religions or as such any belief system, they are not promoting peace and harmony. They are promoting hatred. You verify yourself. Just look at, forget whatever you have learned till now. And as a human being, you see whether any religion that we follow, the profess, is really promoting peace or harmony in this planet without any expectation. Either they want them to be converted into their religion, or they want to, why they are spreading hatred? Just a common sense perspective. Why they want to spread hatred? Because they want to convert other religion into them, right? With that hidden agenda, with that missionary agendas, or with a mission of converting by hook or crook, by force, people are spreading false information, misinformation, disinformation, creating discrimination among communities, creating hatred, creating conflicts, creating wars between each other, dividing humanity. We all are human beings, right? We all have human rights. We all have universal right to live our life with peace and dignity. Then why we need to follow such religions or belief systems which are dividing us for their vested interest? We need to think this is not a religious discourse, but this is one of the major factors today. What we are seeing everywhere, there are wars. Every day there are conflicts. Nations are burning like anything because of people with vested interests who are driving these religious systems, who are driving these belief systems, who are driving these political systems, who are driving these social media platforms. Are they really promoting peace and harmony? Recently, we have seen what happened in Nepal, right? That is just social media is a platform to express our freedom. Have we not expressed our freedom without social media? Social media has just emerged few years back. Before social media, there was also a freedom of expression and thought and opinion, even more widely than here. Now, lot of misinformation, disinformation, hatred is spread. Rather than more good things, bad things are happening on social media, whether we agree or not. Today we have seen what happened in recent elections in US, the propaganda, how social media has used. It is meant to be used in a right way, but people with vested interests, I'm not saying everyone is bad or good. How we use the technology, for what purpose we are using the technology, this is all happening. We are not using technology for a right purpose because we are not educated in a way that we have to be educated. No value education. We don't know what is wrong and right. There is no one to tell what is wrong and what is right. Even if someone is telling, we are not in a position to listen to it. We are not in a position to understand it. What is right, what is wrong. That's why we are following such practices where we are ruining ourselves, creating conflicts, wars, and peace. There is no peace at all. There is no harmony. We are always in conflicts. That is where we need to get out. These are how do we prevent? Why we are talking about is this is the reality that is happening, which is promoted across the world by few people. I am again time and again telling by few people with vested interest and hidden agendas. And unfortunately, those selective few people are ruling this world, and the entire population are dancing as per their agendas. Now, that's why I keep saying, don't be illiterates. See, the great knowledge, wisdom, opportunities to be educated, right? Now everyone gets an opportunity with this technology. Thanks to the technology, we should appreciate the technology. If it is rightly used, everyone can benefit from it, but we are using it for wrong reasons. Science and technology is always a double-edged sword. You know why Vedas have been not accessible to everyone? Because of misuse. It's not that a particular community, a particular group of people have retained themselves, because it's not just because there have been some people, some group of people. It's because we don't really understand what can happen if they can be misused. Because today, recently we have celebrated Gyan Bharat, and our Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji. So last 3 days, we had international conference in Delhi, in Vidya Bhavan, where people from across the world, across India, have come together to present their knowledge and insights on manuscripts, which are source of ancient knowledge. We have vast knowledge that is been hidden there. And what we are fighting for what? You know, we are ignorant. We just know a drop of ocean. There is a huge ocean of knowledge there lying there. And what we are fighting? And can we say we are really educated? Can we say we are literate? What we know, just we have read some books and we are claiming ourselves as doctorates, postdoctoral fellows. But are we really a good human being? Right? We need to be a good human being. As long as we are not good human beings, we are not educated. We should be educated first. We should have character. We should have a personality that promotes love, compassion, peace, harmony in this world. Otherwise, you are not educated. Yes, the very essence of education is to empower a person to promote love, compassion, empathy, peace, and harmony in this world. If a person is not doing, this is a basic duty of every person on this planet. If a person is not doing this, then that person is either not educated or miseducated or diseducated or ill-educated. That is why today we are seeing so many conflicts within us. Forget about the outer environment. Within ourselves, every person is waging a war within himself. Do you agree or not? Every person is waging a war within himself, having confrontations, having dilemmas. What should be done, what should not be done, what is good, what is bad. Right? Every moment, every day, every person across the world, and those who are in conflicts, those who are in war zones. Imagine, especially the vulnerable people, women, girls, children, aged people, and people with disabilities. Imagine what could be their plight. Why we are talking, why we are discussing about all these things are because as we are discussing here, every 20 seconds in the world, a person is committing suicide. That is not my statement. It is statement by the World Health Organization. It is the statistics, official statistics given by the World Health Organization and IASP, in which collaboration we are organizing this program. International NGO that is promoting this World Suicide Prevention Day. Every 20 seconds, a person is lost, committing suicide, is losing his confidence or her confidence. He or she is losing her purpose of life, his or her meaning of life, because they are not properly educated. Education does not always come with formal settings. Education starts from home, always remember. Parents are our first gurus, our mother, our father. If they don't educate their children, that's where the children get spoiled. The first duty of any parents is to educate their offspring. Always education starts at home. What kind of education, value education we are giving to our children? Education always starts at home. That's why we say there is a shloka. Recently we have celebrated Vyasa Purnima, and also on September 5th in India we have celebrated Teachers' Day, and next month, October, we are having World Teachers' Day. that is going to come up. And we also, on our platform, we have celebrated India's Teachers' Day, National Teachers' Day, and we are going to celebrate in the next month, October. We are having World Mental Health Month also, and we are having World Teachers' Day also. Our first guru is our mother itself, Matru Devo Bhava. Our first guru, who is equivalent to God. Our second guru is Pitru Devo Bhava, our father itself, or right? They are the first gurus. So it is their responsibility, irrespective you belong to any community, any religion, doesn't matter. You are a human being, and it is your duty, everyone's duty, everyone's obligation to promote love, compassion, harmony, peace, empathy towards other fellow non-living beings as well as living beings. Not only just human beings, towards other living beings, like towards nature, towards animals, towards environment. We are spoiling our own rivers. Rivers are freshwater sources. And we all know 75%, 70 to 70, 80% are waters only. Right? And we have just 25 to 20 to 30% of land. I'm not giving precise. We all know, I've been studying. Why I'm telling is, because of melting of glaciers, we are losing land and the water is increasing. Seashores are getting, many coastal areas are getting submerged. That's why I'm saying this percentage. As glaciers are melting, sea levels are rising, oceans are rising, and land is getting submerged into the waters. Coastal areas are getting submerged into waters. So there is a conflict between humans and nature, humans and environment. These all are aspects that are causing stress for us, anxiety for us, because we are not able to manage the stress, because we are limited beings. We cannot control everything on this planet. That arrogance that we are superior, the arrogance that we can control everything is destroying ourselves. We need to understand and we need to accept that we are here not to rule the world. We are not here to show our superiority on other fellow beings. We are not here to show our superiority on other non-living entities on this planet. We are part of them, as equally important as them. Then only with that understanding, that is why I keep telling a religionless society. That doesn't mean that I am promoting atheism. No, that is also more dangerous than a believer. A non-believer can go insane like anything. He is as good as a devil, because he thinks that even God is also not there to control, right? He or she doesn't believe in God also. At least in the name of God, we have some control that someone else is watching, and we have to be, there is some kind of control. But if you think that I am myself is God and there is no God at all, I need not believe anyone in this world, then imagine if a person who is already has created so much havoc in this planet, if he thinks himself as a God and everything should be in my order, imagine what is going to happen. That is what happening. So that's why that in that context, atheists can be more dangerous than non-atheists. Because if he or she thinks that I am a God and everything should go with my order, then that is going to be a more dangerous situation. Imagine, you can reflect yourself in the chat box. Feel free. It is one-to-one communication. It doesn't go to others, so no need to worry. As we have created a safe zone here, It is one-to-one communication, no need to worry. You can express your opinions freely with conscious understanding of ourselves. There is environment, there is nature within ourselves, and also there is a nature outside. Nature and environment is not just outside, but also within ourselves. We all have a personality. We all have a character of ourselves, right? It is our responsibility to be a responsible human being. As a responsible human being, as a responsible citizen of this planet, not any particular community, not any particular region, not in a particular nation. We are citizens of this planet. As a citizen of this planet, it is our responsibility to protect our planet, not to exploit our planet. When we are talking about sustainable development, it's an umbrella term. Sustainable development comes with sustainable production. It comes with sustainable consumption. So sustainable production comes from sustainable thoughts. When we think that the resources available is not just for us, it is for the future generations as well. And we need to preserve the resources. Today, why in the past 300 years of modern science, we have destroyed it. And this decade is celebrated, commemorated as Decade of Restoration, 2020 to 2030. And this year is 2025. We are mid of the Decade of Restoration by United Nations, where 195 countries and plus one are members, and we have ratified, and we all have agreed that we are going to work on restoration. But are we really working on restoration? And coming to sustainable development goals, where we all have ratified as a nations, as a members of United Nations, to achieve sustainable development goals, the 17 goals we have. But it was ratified, it was introduced in 2015. Now we have to achieve it by 2030. Are we really able to achieve those goals? Almost now we have hardly left 4 years, 4 to 5 years to achieve these goals, sustainable development goals. Are we really moving towards achievement? No. This is what being said by not just me, by the scientific community, so-called scientific community. We see climate change. We see disasters, human disasters everywhere. There is no natural disaster now, because human beings think he can control everything. That's where that arrogance is creating human disasters. Everywhere there is a conflict, there is a war within ourselves, within our inner environment, within our outer environment, with nature, environment. What is happening? Why this conflict, this stress? We are talking about stress. There is always constant stress. These are factors of stress which are acting upon us, which are driving us crazy, which are leading to anxiety. Over a period of time, these are causing depression. And that is being expressed, internal depression. When it is expressed inwards, we are committing suicides. When it is expressing outwards, we are committing homicides. We are committing mass killings, shootouts that are happening. Why? Because it is expressed outwards in the outer environment. When it is expressed inwards, it is our inner environment that is getting destroyed, within ourselves. So we want to kill ourselves. That is where these stresses, if we don't manage these stresses, these are factors that is creating stresses. Where we can prevent suicide is to understand the world, that we all have a purpose here on this world, not to destroy anyone, not to abuse anyone, not to exploit anyone on any name. It may be religion, it may be caste, it may be creed, it may be status, it may be position, it may be affiliation. All these are human created. We need to understand with basic consciousness, with basic common sense, that world is created even before us. There are a lot of species. Today, many species are getting extinct. How does that matter us? Because to keep the world in order, every species has a purpose. Man has a purpose. Woman has a purpose. They both, when they come together, they create procreation. And they both have to be in harmony. No one is superior, no one is inferior. Both man and woman are both equally important. No one is superior, no one is inferior. Both have to collaborate. Both have to cooperate with each other so that the world they are creating to be in peace, harmony. If they themselves are not promoting compassion, love, empathy, where will it come from? So that's why I say, or even everyone says, education starts with our own homes, our family itself. Parents are the first teachers, gurus for their children. Education should start from there. And because the first 3 years, the first 5 years are very crucial for child development. When many psychological theories, child development theories talk about first 1,000 days, first 5 years, we all know, there might be professionals here. The first 6 years are very crucial for the child. If a child is not educated properly in the first 6 years, then that entire impact will be there for the next 60 years. Imagine 66 years of life goes on with not being educated properly. And because of that, people keep suffering. Now, who is responsible for that? We ourselves are responsible. When we have taken responsibility of procreation, it is our responsibility to create an environment where there is love, where there is compassion, where there is empathy, where there is peace and harmony, not only within ourselves, but also within the environment. These all are factors. We need to understand why every 20 seconds a person is committing suicide. Every 40% a life is lost. It is much more concerning. At least 50% of them are being saved, but 50% of them are losing their lives. A precious life is lost. Imagine losing one of our family members. What kind of pain, what kind of grief, and what kind of loss it is if we lose a family member. Just imagine. So, across the world, every 20 seconds, one such family member is committing suicide. Across the world, every 40 seconds, one person, one family member is losing its life due to suicide. Where everyone can take a positive role to prevent that suicide. If a person is there who has come forward that I am there for you, that person couldn't have committed suicide. Can we not do that simple thing for our own family members? Right? We are living, dying for our own family. And as a family, we are failing ourselves to protect our own family members from committing suicide. That's why this thing should start at an individual level. First thing is at an individual level. Second thing is at a family level. And next thing is at community level, the locality level, I mean to say, not that community. That local area where that social fabric, cohesion should be there, then it should start with that community level, then that geographical location, then other factors like belief system or religion. No religion promotes taking their own lives. Every religion considers itself is a sin of taking their own lives because you are here for a purpose. How can you go? How can you live in the middle without serving your full purpose, right? We all are here to promote love, to promote compassion, to promote empathy, to promote peace, to promote harmony in this planet. We should be remembered for all these qualities, for all these characteristics. But how we are remembered? Are we remembering people for this? Just remember or just try to recollect. How many of you could recollect if you are able to, if you are remembering some people who are not in this world at this point of time physically? Of course, when we are remembering them, they are always there eternally with us. But if they are not there physically, and just remember why you are remembering them. Because of what qualities? You can use in chat box. I will give you 1 minute of silence. Now, everyone, let's take 1 minute of silence. Calm down, relax. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, just relax your body, mind, and ponder over at this moment if you are remembering someone, why you are remembering. List out the qualities and put it in chat box. I will get back to you in a minute. Let's list out and put in chat box. And I am assuring it is one-to-one communication. It is safe and secure. Feel free to interact. Let's explore ourselves. Let's go, start. So let's slowly come back to our session. Hope everyone had some memories that may be good or bad, doesn't matter. We are remembering someone because they have promoted love, compassion, empathy, peace, harmony, prosperity to us. That is one positive aspect. Or there is also one negative side. Someone has denied, someone has abused, someone has exploited these from us. Either they have given this to us or they have taken this from us. As I said, always there is a two sides of a coin. Of course, we should not forget there is also an in between, right? Coin not only have both sides, but coin has an other side. It has a 360 dimension also. When you flip a coin, we always focus on two sides of a coin, but there are infinite possibilities also in the coin. No? When you flip a coin, when you toss a coin, sometimes it doesn't show the heads or tails. It stands, right? In between. That shows there are infinite possibilities. It is in between. There is that possibility where we can balance. No one can be always in peace. No one can always be in harmony. But whatever we are doing, among that, within that, we can see, we can do with more of love, more of compassion, more of empathy, promoting peace and harmony, and promoting sustainable development. Because our resources, our nature and environment, our planet is not just for us, for future generations. What we are going to give for our future generations, for our children, what kind of environment, what kind of nature we are going to give, and how they are going to remember us, right? They should remember the present generation as generation who have protected the environment, who have nurtured the environment. But if we are going to destroy the environment, destroy the nature, destroy the planet, and what future generations will think of us, right? What they will think, they have polluted, they have exhausted all the petrol in the world, they have exhausted all the forests in the world. We destroy forest, we consume all the resources on the planet. And what is left for future generations? What your children will think? My parents have left me with nothing. My grandparents have left me with nothing. Today, air is polluted, water is polluted, soil is polluted. Now, what is that we are giving to our future generations? Right? What is that we are giving to our future generations? What kind of environment we are giving to them? What kind of nature we are giving to them? These all are very important aspects. That is essential. So I just want to put you in an environment where we can correlate with our own nature. We are not dependent on ourselves. We are dependent on the nature. So now Pradeep will connect you to the animal world, which are also part of our One Health paradigm, where human health, animal health, and also plant health is equally essential. Now I hand over this session to Mr. Pradeep to take over for your session, and let's connect to the other dimensions of the world. Over to you, Mr. Pradeep.
Thank you, Ravindra sir. for such a wonderful note. And also, uh, hello everyone, very good evening. And on behalf of the Holistic Health Foundation of India, we welcome you all to this international webinar on suicide prevention. So, today we are living in a world completely disconnected as we are mostly connected to our mobiles, gadgets, and also technology. So the loneliness also has been increased. And at the same time, we have seen that the emergence of nuclear families. Earlier, if you remember your grandfather time or grandmother time, we used to have a joint family system where we used to say any, like if you are not feeling good or bad, are feeling low, or you're not having a good time, you used to go to your grandmother, grandfather, or uncle, aunt, and you sit over them, and they used to they used to share their life experiences, and at the same time they uh, provide some sort of there used to be a communication. But nowadays, due to the nuclear family system, so father, mother, and child, so there is no because most both father mother are working employees nowadays, and the children, so they have been connected to the gadgets only. So these also has increased the loneliness in children, and at the same time, the increasing of the technology, rapid increase of technology, and also lot of other external factors. Today, more and more children, adults are experiencing loneliness. So today I'm going to talk about how the loneliness can be mitigated through by means of pets. So we all know that, and many of the ages and all during our forefather times, and also even your grandfather time also, we used to have cattle and all, especially cow. So we actually refer cow as Gomata, and we worship with them. And most of the time when we are children, we used to play with the calves and all. So even hugging a calf can give you a lot of oxytocin. In as the nowadays we have having a very uh, less interaction with the animals also, because always studies and technology, and these all put children a lot of pressures. And nowadays in newspapers also we are seeing even like a 10-year-old committed suicide, a 12-year-old or a 19-year-old committed suicide. Why this is all happening is because of lack of communication, and at the same time there is no person to hear. So, on how pets can be a solution. So, if it can take example, most of the time pets means usually a lot of the time we keep referred as a dog or a cat. So, we if we take example of a dog is a loyal animal, and at the same time, most of the time they raise people raise the dogs as pets, and moreover they are like friendly and in nature, and they are non-judgmental, because animals, unlike a human beings, they are not judgmental, and they only have an unlimited compassion. At the same time, they hear with us and they can understand. Maybe they can't able to express like human beings, but they are there for us. And having a pet which actually reduces our cortisol levels, because every when you are hugging a pet, it may be any animal, a dog or a cat. So what actually happens is it releases oxytocin, which is a stress-free hormones. So these actually helps us our emotional regulation. So, and at the same time, they can also have like we feel like a profound sense of joy and happiness. And at the same time, uh, having a pet also is something like a sense of responsibility, because whenever you have a pet, you have to take to a walk, right? So every time you cannot sit in there. ideal. So it will always communicate with you like by barking and all. Hey, it's my walking time. Let's go outside and have a walk and come. So at during that time also, it is beneficial for you only because when you take a walk for your pet, you are also getting exercised. So you go for a walk and refresh yourself and come back to the place. And at the same time, playing games like tug of war with your pet and all, especially with the dog and all, it will also rejoices you, and it can also give you sense of something like okay, there is someone who I can share with, and it will also gives a lot of uh, responsibility as well because every time you have to feed a pet, right? So you have to give the food, water. So if something there is some time is there, okay, this oh the time is around 6 o'clock, 7, so I need to feed my pet. So you immediately get up and go out and feed up the pet, and also you provide water, and you can silently sit with them, just not doing anything. You can know what yeah, they are like stress busters, I mean to say, because they'll understand. Pets also observe us. Okay, when your owner is like you're not feeling good and all, they just come to you and like they lick your face, and at the same time they will wag the tail, and they do all these activities like making you to be happy, like taking for a short walk. And you know what, they makes us very happy, and their presence makes us very happy. So a lot of research and also scientists also know that there was a survey actually just conducted, and people who are having a pets versus people who are not having a pets, when they observe their emotional level and emotional coach emotional level, and the people who are not having pets, they used to have a high stress level, and also they are not able, they are more of a depression and all. But whereas the people who have pets, they have low level of emotional things, and at the same time low level of depression, and they are much more communicative, and they're much more happy when compared to the people who don't have pets. And at the same time, when you have pets, when you are going to take a walk and short walk in outside in the neighborhood, you also you also you also meet a lot of like-minded individuals, like where you communicate with them, and this also improves your social communication, because have while taking the animal to the park, people will you obviously ask you, right? So something like, oh, this dog is good, and can I pet it? Okay, where you reside, and these all questions we will ask. So in that, there will be a lot of new friendships will be formed, social communication will be developed, and these also makes you feel okay. Now I'm not alone, and I have a pet, and I have a community of friends, a group of friends. So all and all, having a pet is provides you a lot of benefits. At the same time, it will reduces our stress levels, and also it makes you that there is it always eradicate the feeling of feeling aloneness. So I would highly recommend, if you have a pet, then please have a pet. If you're not having a pet, you can go to the like there are many animal shelters in your city. You can visit them. There are many animals which have been distressed, and they are looking for your help. So you can go over there. Maybe you can take them for a short walk in the shelter. Maybe you can you can cuddle them. So these can also reduce your stress hormones. And if you are willing to have a pet, you can also adopt. Many of the NGOs nowadays are also providing free adoption. Also, you can adopt our indie pets. Also, I'm truly saying that having a pet will definitely change your life. So once in a lifetime, you have to experience that thing. So that's all I want to say. All and all I want to say is, uh, adopt a pet. It will change your life for sure. So they have a bundle of love, joy, and also they are very non-judgmental. That's all I want to say. And thank you, Ravinder sir, for giving this wonderful opportunity. And I now hand over my session to Ravinder sir. Over to you, Ravinder sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pradeep, for your nice words and insights. See, now, as we are a world of more of materialistic nature as such, as Pradeep was also telling, now with the advance of science and technology, we have cows, which are as even smaller than dogs. Today we have hybrid, a genetically modified breed. Of course, there is a lot of research going on, but I think preferring any other animal, you prefer cow. Not to exploit cow. Again, I am very cautious telling not to exploit any pet as such. Every pet has its own requirement. You should, as it is our responsibility that we have to take care of our pet. Understand what kind of pet you need actually, because every species has its own requirements. Like certain species are there which don't like to be bothered, pampered all the time. In fact, those are the species we really need as pets because we are quite busy. We cannot spend time. So we need such kind of species where as pets, which are comfortable living with us, which are also comfortable staying away from us couple of hours. For that, training is essential. Education for pets is also essential. Training, as humans needs to be trained, educated, even pets also needs education and training. And for them also, the pet parents, whoever is adopting pet, is a parent for that pet. And it is the responsibility of the parent to educate that pet to behave in an appropriate manner, to understand it in an appropriate manner so that it can bring you love, compassion, empathy, peace, harmony. Remember this, I'm time and again repeating. It should not take away from these from you. Be cautious because we have seen Pradeep is day in and day out, he is dealing with so many cases that suddenly one day a pet that has got everything is abandoned. Just imagine, pets are also committing suicide. Do you know? Why? Because all at once, their parent is lost. Their parent, which they thought is everything for them, they have abandoned for some reason. Just imagine. Imagine you being at that pet position. You are abandoned. You are in full family. And just one day you realize that you are not part of family. You are no one to that family. Just imagine what kind of situation it will be. Similarly, when you are adopting pets or when you are bringing pets, don't buy pets. We have so many people, those who have pets, right? And they also reproduce like human beings. Adopt from them or adopt from rehabilitation centers, rescue centers. Don't buy. I'm strictly against buying pets. Will you buy your child? Are you buying your child? No, right? We have to share because there are a lot of pets that have been raising in our neighborhoods, right? Even street dogs are there, right? Why don't you go adopt? They are also reproducing. So it is also important to take care of our community resources, right? Dogs and cats are also our community resources. Don't just go on feeding them and don't allow them to reproduce as It's a natural process, right? You need to, when they are coming, when they are approaching to you in a friendly manner, take care of them and get it neutered, especially stray cats or street cats or dogs. It is your responsibility because when they are trusting you as a caregiver, it is your responsibility to take care of them. The first thing is get them vaccinated. The second thing is get them neutered. That is animal birth control surgery that is performed. You approach to some NGO or to directly go to government hospital. They will guide you, or you can contact Mr. Pradeep or any other NGO animal activist. They will provide you some resources if you cannot afford yourself. First thing is, I would say, as our Sanatana Dharma teaches us to take care of everything. From our earning, let's take 1%. Because not everyone will get that opportunity also in this busy world. So whoever gets an opportunity, invest something. It sometimes might not be just 1%, even lesser than that. Sometimes it may be even more than that. It is your responsibility, whatever animal is there in your community, first it should be vaccinated because its health and well-being is dependent on us. And if it is healthy, we are also healthy, right? So it is our responsibility to ensure that our animals, our plants also, in our environment, in our community are healthy. They are well protected. They are well safeguarded. They are well nurtured also. So it is very much essential on this occasion that we need to adopt only those pets, especially do a proper research. We are always there to you. If you want to choose a pet, call Mr. Pradeep or any animal activist. Call them, do your research, find out your requirements, do SWOT analysis, what you can do to your pet, which pet could be good companion for you. Some breeds are not, even within dogs, there are breeds, right? Not every breed is suited for everyone. So do your proper study. Don't just see something and in the what we call impulsion of buying something or getting something. Don't do that. We have seen many pets being abandoned. So lovely pets, compassionate pets, they commit suicide. I have seen pets committing suicide. I have seen animals committing suicide. How they commit suicide? They don't eat. They don't drink. They just lie down. Have you seen? If you have animals in your home, you can see how they die, how they commit suicide. They just stop eating and drinking. They just go, stay apart. They know that they are going to leave this world. They don't trouble anyone. They just isolate themselves. And they leave the world in a comfort. They prepare us, in fact, that now it's time for our departure. You need to learn to stay away from me. Have you observed every pet parent have those who have really taken care of their pet, they know. Because I have also seen, I am also familiar with that experience. When it reaches its last stage, like humans prepare, as we know that, yes, we are going to leave this world due to age factor. I am telling about age factor, right? When pets also, dogs also reach their age, 10 to 15 years, they know that they are going to leave this world. And they also prepare us. They are very compassionate, clever than us. They also know how to prepare us that we are leaving. So slowly they start isolating. Slowly they stop eating. And interaction also comes down. We can also understand that it's time to prepare for the departure. That is also very much important. How a beginning is important, ending is also equally important. That's where the memories, the positive memories that leave the world. Today, we are talking how we are remembered. right? After us. It is not that even after leaving this world, we are remembering people. We are remembering species. Why? Because of their contribution to us. Because they have given us love, empathy, compassion, peace, harmony, prosperity to us. That's why we remember. Or they have taken this from us. That's why we are remembering negatively. Either positive thing is happening or negative thing is happening to us. So these today, when we are talking on this occasion, so utilize the services. This platform is day in, day out to promote sustainable development. So we are there. You also can, everyone can be part of this movement, part of this campaign, everyone. You take whichever topic you want to talk about, discuss about, come to us. We'll provide you an opportunity every day from 6 p.m. onwards. You can take it. Don't worry how many participants are there. That is not at all the concern. Even if one person is there, let's continue the journey. Share one-to-one is more, effective, right? We spend hours and hours chatting, calling to one, right? So even if one person is there, don't think that only one person is there. That gives more opportunity for interaction, right? We can go live on and on, interaction. We can keep discussing. See, in the world where today, this is a wonderful opportunity, actually, this platform also. If less people are there, then we have more interaction, right? We can open up ourselves. We can talk to each other, discuss with each other, reflect upon each other. So use this platform for a very good purpose. Let's all prosper along with us and utilize Pradeep also for the best known services. Keep contacting. Many people are there like Pradeep. Many people are there like you all. Many people are there like me and all. Utilize the services in the best way. Not exploiting them, not abusing them. And also take care of them also. When we are utilizing services, we need to, give back to society. We need to give back to them also. It is not always in monetary aspect, right? A token of gratitude, or at least a little thing like say thank you from your heart. That inspires them, that motivates them. So take this opportunity for everyone. And thank you, Pradeep, for being so compassionate. We have seen from so many years, you have been very compassionate to the animals, especially because they are voiceless. It doesn't mean they don't have voice. They have voice. They can communicate. But we are not in a position to understand their communication. We are not in a position to reflect back. So especially people now, we have an alternative. Like whoever we're talking about cows, because why I'm saying cow? Because you have immense benefits than any other animal. Because they are compassionate, they are economical, and nowadays we have different breeds that is coming up now. I always prefer, the go back to nature, traditional breeds. But if it is not permitted, instead of going with any animal, go with cow. Now we have cows which are 1.5 feet, 2 feet, less than the height of a dog, puppy, and it never outgrows it. Maximum height, you can choose breeds also. If you want, I can give you contact number also if you can reach. I'm not promoting anything here, but I'm giving you an options where if height is a concern, space is a concern, you can have compassionate animals in it, which are more prosperous for your health and well-being. Because why we are more focusing on dogs and cats? You might be pondering, everyone, the animal lovers, nowadays so-called animal lovers are more focused on dogs and cats, but not on animals. Even our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji recently also, was addressing and, humorously and with a lot of compassion, even all the audience responded. No, many don't treat cow as an animal, right? They don't consider as an animal. So that's why we don't see people having placards like save dogs, protect cats. We don't see people coming up with save cow banners or, you know, activism on cow, because cow never has been seen as an animal in our culture. Now, with the influence of Western culture, now with the influence of all other things, media, and we are under the influence of media, and we are not able to properly, connect back to our roots. So that in that way, we are losing our own. We are using our own practices. So always try to procure one cow, because it will give you immense benefits. And in that way, if you are not able to adopt a cow or keep your cow in home, at least community, every colony, every association, every flat for that matter, not every flat, if you have, you can have one cow for the entire flat. Take turns every day, one family take care of it. Have a dedicated caretaker, so that even if you are not able to take care of it, have someone to take care of it. Instead of having dogs and cats, they are always there. Even if you don't have a dog, have your own dog or cat, you can find one on the street. But they are that common. Why? Because their population is so huge. Today, animal activists are talking about them. It's not that they love only dogs or cats. For them, those are only animals, because they are widely prevalent, and they can be a cause of conflict. They can be a cause of love and compassion. Today, why this topic has come recently, it has gone to the level of Supreme Court. Why? Because they are not properly being treated. Today, it has become a big issue. See, that's why I have been addressing since the start of session what we are promoting. We are promoting love, peace, harmony, or we are promoting hatred, conflict, wars. Why we are into war situation with our dogs and cats? Why we are not with harmony with them? Because their needs are not being met by the society. Why they are getting into conflict? Because they also have their own requirements. That's why we are soon going to come up with a session how to choose a pet. What kind of pet is suitable for whom? We are soon coming with a session, because even pets should not be abused. Many times it happens you bring a pet for your own reason and the pet is abused, is tortured, is neglected, is isolated. Then just imagine what is going to be the state of mental state or psychological state of your pet. That is also equally important. Adopt a pet. We highly recommend you to adopt a pet, because that will be a companion for you. You have someone to talk. You have someone to... Now, cell phones have become pets. Why I'm suggesting you have already adopted your cell phone as a pet. Now, without cell phone, you cannot live. We have seen people, just because they couldn't find their mobile, they got heart attack, they got stroke. So cell phones have become pets for everyone, most of the people. Instead of having a gadget as pet, have a living being as pet. We have rocks also, non-living entities also pets, because those who are afraid, those who are not comfortable, they have rocks as pets. They maintain them, they clean them, they decorate them. That is also one where you cannot really take care of some living being. We have different situations. I totally empathize with all of you. We all have different kind of situations where we may not be real in position. Why we are addicted to mobile so much? Why we have made mobile as a pet? Because we don't want to take care of them. See, mobile also we are abusing, right? We are always hooked onto the mobile. There is no privacy. Just imagine if mobile has been a living being, it would have scolded left and right to us, because it also needs some privacy, right? Always you are keeping in charge, and always you are 24/7, you are hooked up as long as you are awake. For some reason or other reason, there are some sarcastic videos that are being circulated, because your health and well-being is affected. Not that you are addicted to them, you are on with them. But what about your eye health? What about your mental health? What about your physical health? You are sitting hours together, sleeping hours together with mobile gadget in your hand, and you are not doing any activity. So limited mobility. Why we are discussing this is of limited mobility. You know how many bones are there in our body? Just any guess, put in chat box. How many muscles are there in our body? How many bones are there? How many muscles are there? How many ligaments are there? How many joints are there? How many organs are there? What kind of metabolic activity? What kind of exercise? What kind of movement it should have? Learn about our body, because we are living with our body, right? We need to learn about our body. We need to take care of our body. Even our body can be pet for us. Why not? We can nurture ourselves. We can take care of ourselves. Think over it. Ponder over it. Pet is not always any other species. We can pet ourselves. We can take ourselves. We can self-love ourselves. Self-love is there, loving yourself, but not exploit others in the name of self-love, abuse others, or discriminate others. So this day, let's all come together. Let's all be a good human being, be a lovable, compassionate, empathetic human being who promotes peace, harmony, and sustainability. It doesn't matter whether you are male or female, which religion you belong to, which caste you belong to, which color you are, which position you are in the society, how much educated you are, doesn't matter. All that matters is you are a lovable human being, you are a compassionate human being, you are an empathetic human being. You promote peace, you promote harmony, you promote health and well-being, you promote sustainable development for yourself as well as others. That is what is required. For me, I look at whenever I look at a person, I see a person with these. So for me, a person who promotes love, who gives abundant love, or at least a minimum love, minimum compassion, minimum empathy, and who promotes, irrespective of what they belong to, doesn't matter for me. Which religion, which caste, which gender, doesn't always matter. That's why this platform also gives opportunity to everyone. It is created for everyone. And even many people think that you should know me personally, not required. Or know any organizers personally, not required. Only thing is discipline. Because we all have 24 hours only. And discipline in terms of completing the formalities. No, we can't waste time. If you don't time for completing formalities, we cannot also waste time on completing formalities which you should do. right? Don't expect that. It is our responsibility. If you complete your formalities, it is your responsibility to complete the formalities in time. It is your responsibility to register. It is your responsibility to participate. It is your responsibility to fill the feedback, submit the feedback. It is your responsibility to download certificate. It is your responsibility. Our responsibility is to organize. Our responsibility is to ensure that there is a system in place where if you do your responsibility, the system does its responsibility. So everything is automatic. Everything is generated properly through system. Because every day there is an event. This is the only event, world's largest event. Every day there is a program. Every day we have something for the sustainable development. We cannot go manually. No one is paid on this platform. Everyone are our volunteers. Everyone are highly qualified. Everyone is either a doctor, either a scientist, either is a bureaucrat, or a professional, or a student, or a research scholar, or an academician. So no one is being paid for anything, even a single pice. No one will be paid also. Only except fundraising events where someone approaches us or someone who knows us. Only such events we organize as part of fundraising. Whatever funds are raised, we give to them. That's all. And that too we don't do. There is a lot of fund requirements. Every day, at least 20, 30 calls we'll be getting. Sir, anything that can be done. But I am not with unlimited funds or resources. I am also having my own limitations. Whatever best I can do, I can do. Sometimes I also say no because I don't have everything. I am also with limited resources. Even my friends, colleagues, or every one of us. Whatever we can do to our extent, we cannot do everything by ourselves. Whatever we can do, I can just spread a word to others. So in the same way, let's promote love, peace, harmony, and do not spread hatred. So that's why you should, everyone on this day, I want to give a clear message to everyone. I should be remembered for my love, for my compassion, for my empathy, for promoting peace, harmony, health and well-being, and sustainability. In the same way, you all have to be remembered in such a way. That should be the goal of everyone. That should be the aim of everyone, irrespective of which religion you belong to. If your religion is promoting hatred, leave that religion. That is not at all required for you. If any religion, any belief system, any political system that is going against all this, leave that. That is going to create a stress for you. That is going to create an anxiety for you. That is going to create a depressive state for you. That is going to create a war and conflict within yourself. As I mentioned, depression, when expressed inwards, it can lead to self-harm. You will harm yourselves, you will kill yourselves. If it is expressed outwards, then you will harm others, you will abuse others, you will kill others. So remember, always manage stress in a positive way. We are there to help you. Reach out. This platform is also a wonderful opportunity. Every day we have sessions. We are every day 2 hours or more. We are giving back to society. Through this platform, every day within our 24 hours, we are giving 2 hours. Don't expect that we waste our time and resources. It is not. You also, as a responsible participants, it is your duty also to do all the formalities. Read instructions carefully. Don't assume. The greatest blunder we do is by assuming. If you don't know, ask. There is a website. Go there, read the instructions. It is your duty. It is your right to be informed. That's why there is an information there. There are instructions there, and it is your responsibility to go and read instructions. We all have to do our homework. No one will come and save us. We all have to save ourselves. Right? It is our responsibility. No one will come and say, you eat, you achieve something. It is your, because we all have a purpose. We all need to find the purpose of our life. We need to find the aim of our life. There is a common purpose for everything. Now you might be wondering why Dr. Ravindra sir has said so much, he has talked so much time. Finding purpose of life, meaning of life. Now, how do we find that? This is quite common because I am also a counselor, I'm a psychologist, I'm a psychiatric social worker, I'm a spiritual mentor, I'm also a mentor. So I see this is a common question from everyone I meet. Sir, how do I find my meaning of life, my purpose of life? We all have a common purpose and meaning for life, of life. That's what I have said you. First, be a lovable human being. Be a human being with compassion. Be a human being with empathy. Promote peace, harmony, health and well-being, and sustainable development. That's all. In this contemporary world, that is the mantra I am giving to everyone. I'm sharing with everyone. Just follow these. You will be a good human being. You will be remembered, sir. Don't exploit anyone. Don't abuse anyone. Even it is animal. Whatever purpose, even for eating or whatever it for a pet or whatever for it is, business, commerce, don't kill any animal. Don't eat any animal. Why? Why we have to eat something, kill something for eating? We have alternative things. Okay, I can understand. We can understand. In one day, it may not be possible. But it is also possible in 1 second also. When you realize that it is equally life and you have no right, when you cannot reproduce, when you cannot boon life, can you grant a life to anyone? Then who has given you right to take life? Then you are going against right to life, right? They also have right to life. You also have right to life. Who has given you right to take life, their life? You are violating. That's why you are in conflict. You are in stress. When you are taking their lives, you are violating their rights, right? And someone will violate your right of life. Now, these all have to understand. That's why this karmic concept, karma, whatever good or bad deeds, you have to go through it. Because it is your own karma. Karma is nothing but our good and bad deeds. Whatever good we are doing, it will come back to us. Whatever bad we are doing, that will come back to us. And definitely whatever good we are doing, we will get good benefits. Whatever we are doing, we are also getting bad also. Don't think it's by doing more good things, I will nullify bad things. No. If you go to some god, he will clean off, wash off, or dry off all the sins. No. No god will do that. Why he will do that? Tell me. You do all the blunders a whole day and go say, God, I have committed all the sins, forgive me. No God will forgive. Why he will forgive? You are killing someone, you are committing suicides, and God is there. He is a washer or what? He is a cleaner or what to clean your sins? He has taken a duty of cleaning or washing or what? If he is such thing, then he is the first culprit. He is not at all a God. He is Satan. He is devil there sitting. that he is not promoting peace, not promoting harmony, not promoting anything. So there is nothing like you go to God, pray God, and God is going to clear off all your sins. That's a great blunder. And you are going to be the most, celebrated fool in the world if you say so. God always says, do good for everyone, including yourselves. If some God, some religion is saying, do bad for others, hate others, then that is not a God itself. That is not a worth religion to be followed. Strictly. Yes, no one wants to spread hatred in this world. So similar way, let's take this positive, let's build a positive world around us. Forget about other things, other aspects. Don't fall into propaganda. It is your own peace that matters. At the end of the day, you should sleep happily that I have done something good for me and for the planet. Don't be so greedy about things. You are destroying entire planet with that greed. And no one is going to, we will be remembered as we have destroyed our planet. Will not be remembered as we have protected the planet. So what kind of name we are getting, how future generations is going to remember? That is not the way we have to be in the history. Why we have talked about history is we cannot rewrite history. You cannot say after that, you cannot ask your grandchildren to rewrite history saying that we have conserved planet. In last 4 billion years, planet was so much, we have put planet into order in last 300 years. But what we have done, we have destroyed. We have to accept that we have destroyed, and future generations should learn that what blunders we have committed. And they should prevent from doing such blunders in future. Then only they will learn from past lessons. If you rewrite that history that we have done great wonders, which are all blunders, now those people will also do blunders soon. They will destroy themselves, they will destroy the whatever left out planet. That's why I keep saying, remember history as it is, whatever it may be, the most heinous, most painful, whatever it may be, let it be. Let history as it happened. Don't rewrite history with your own perspectives. It is very much important we understand the history as it is. We see a lot of history books, everything is manipulated. Everyone has glorified themselves. Everyone has glorified their own communities, their own religions, their own faiths. Entire history is distorted. That's why we are not learning. Whatever we are doing are all blunders. Because the actual history is something, you are learning something, and you are going to do something else that is going to further deteriorate the existing situation. So always accept history is something that is in the past. We cannot do anything about it. First, try to understand that history is something that has happened, and we cannot go back to use time machine, go back to do something that has come. It has gone, happened. We need to learn lessons from them and act accordingly to the present situation. Earlier times were different, technology were different, situations were different, population was less, resources were more. Now population is bombarded like anything, like nuclear bomb, population is exploding. Resources are same, earth is same. Have earth expanded? No. Have water resources expanded? No. Has the land expanded? No. What is expanding? Humans. Have other species expanded? Did lions population increase? Did elephants population increase? You tell me one species that has increased except human beings. Why? There is great imbalance on this planet, on this environment. Now, this has to be controlled. There is imbalance on the planet. You cannot say that God has given me, I will go on reproducing my entire life and say that is God gift. What about your common sense? What about your education? Right? As long as you are reproductive, you will go giving birth. What is that stupidity? Now, who is going to take care? How you are going to feed them? How you are going to provide education? Everything God will take care. What kind of stupidity is that? Right? Did God say you take it? Then why you are worried? If God has to take care, why you have to worry about that? Again, you come saying that I don't have I am not able to feed. Then why you have to complain? God will take care. If you are not able to feed, He will take him back or her back. Why you are worried? God knows everything, right? Why to blame again God or some others on the name? See, our stupidity should not be a reason. We are lacking common sense nowadays. That is what creating a lot of stress among us. Why? These are all stress factors. I am not here to give you regular lecture. All those are written in the books by us and our scholars earlier, our professors. Same thing has been repeating like a parroting. We are parroting. We are organizing conferences, seminars. Same thing we are parroting. Everyone is parroting. Right? Mugging up there and vomiting on the platforms. But what is lacking is common sense. Practice. Who is going to practice that? No matter you conduct 1,000 conferences, if no outcome is not there, what is the purpose? No matter how many seminars, webinars you conduct, when there is no proper outcome, when there is no understanding from that, who is going to help you? Who is going to help me? Or who is going to help others? So let's be good human beings. My call for this day, our call for this day, let's be most lovable human being on the planet. That is, I am telling you the purpose and meaning of everyone on this planet. First thing, love. Love everyone, including yourself. Next thing is, be compassionate to yourself and others. Third thing is, be empathy to yourself and others. Fourth thing, promote peace within yourself and outside yourself. Sixth one, promote harmony within yourself and outside. And the next one, promote health and well-being of yourselves and also others. Include plants, animals, nature, environment, planet, all inclusive. And the last thing is promote sustainable development. Sustainable development is such a development that do not compromise future generations' ability, rights of future generations. Today we cannot consume everything and leave a barren land without any forest, without any plant to future generation, without any clean water, without any pure air. You cannot live, right? What will future generations remember us, think about us? Our earlier generations have destroyed everything and left nothing for us. Can we call that sustainable development? Can they call it as a sustainable development? We have to come up with ways and means. First thing is we need to control our population. That is very much important. Because if we go on increasing the population, then resources are limited. We all know, we all are conscious, we are not that dumb enough. We all know that resources are limited. Within that resources, we need to evolve new methods, and single use has to be banned, because we know single use plastic, it's cheap. You buy it, throw it, buy it, throw it. where that all waste will go? It is coming to you only. That is also karma. That waste will, that waste will go? It should be on the same planet. You cannot take the waste and throw out in other planet or other space. Why you are generating so much of waste? Where it will go? How it get decomposed? Have you ever thought? Every person at an individual level should think of this. That is a cause of stress. Huge pollution. Why? Polluted environments, polluted water, polluted food with plastics, microplastics, microfibers, because that will impact our health. When we are not healthy, we are not happy. When we are not happy, again, it is a cause of stress. Think about it, ponder about it. And let's take, now that we all got at least some meaning of our life, our purpose of our life, let's all try to promote, live to our expectations, do live to our satisfaction. Let's all here, whoever, at least whoever is attending, participating in this seminar today, international seminar today. I see many people from different countries, from Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Philippines, Iran, Iraq. I see the registration data, India, and across different countries who all are attending today from different parts of the world. Let's all, now that we know the purpose of our life, to promote these and the meaning of life, to live with these all our life. Now that you got, every one of us got the meaning and purpose of life, let's promote them. So with this, I would like to conclude with all best greetings, wishes, and blessings to all of you. May Almighty of the Supreme Energy bless you all with enough support, enough resources so that you can live best of your life, promoting love, compassion, empathy, peace, harmony, health and well-being, and sustainable development for yourself and others and for the planet. Om Shanti. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhav. Thank you, everyone. We express our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for being part of this. We request everyone to fill the feedback form before you leave the platform, because filling up the feedback form and also registration form within the Zoom platform is mandatory to receive your certificate. Those who have missed this, you can watch live on YouTube and you can attend. There is a last session, one more session on 28th September. We request you to invite your friends, colleagues, be part of this wonderful destination. If you also can contribute, can be a presenter. So thank you, everyone. Take care. Good night. Feedback form has been shared in the form of polls. We request everyone to quickly fill the feedback form, and those who have filled the feedback form may leave the platform. So see you all tomorrow at the same time with the same joining link with different celebrations and commemorations. Take care. Good night. If you have filled the feedback form, you may leave the platform. Thank you.